Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another book review session by the Bibliophile family. Today we have Shweta Singh with us. She is reviewing the book The Top 5 Regrets of Dying by Bronnie Ware, and I hope you enjoy the review. Over to you, Shweta ji.
Hello everyone, good evening. I welcome you all on this weekend evening. So today book review is of the book The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying by Bronnie Ware. So first I would like to share how I got this book to read. This book is a memoir by Bronnie Ware and as we often hear saying the you don't choose a book, the book chooses you. So that's what happened here also with me. My younger daughter, who is 13-year-old, she just saw the brief summary of this review, uh, summary video, which my mom has put in her WhatsApp status. And like it was incomplete, like it shared just one regret. And she got so much curious that what are the other four regrets of the dying. I don't know why she was curious at her age, that she insisted on ordering that book on the same day, and she chose next day delivery. So when she received the book, she started reading. Like she read the first chapter, and then in second chapter she lost interest in that book, and then she told me, "Mama, you read this book." So that's how I got that this book, and I started reading, and uh, it is an interesting book. It has lot of stories of the palliative care patients. So let's start with the review. First of all, about the author. Just a second. Uh, my next slide is visible. Just a second.
You click on the slide first. No, it's not visible.
Just a second.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, now
It's visible.
right. All right. Yeah. So the author of the book is Bronnie Ware. She's an Australian, and right now she is living in a village in Australia, and having a simple life. And in this book, she is sharing her story as well. A lot of part of this book tells about her own story, and she is a free spirited woman. She did whatever she wanted in life. Earlier, she worked as a in a banking industry where she wasn't satisfied with her work, so she was searching something which could connect with. She's also a songwriter, and then after switching on to few jobs, she finally ended up as a palliative care nurse, which supported the patients who are in the final phases of their lives. And during her work, she had deep conversations with the people who reflected on their lives and their decisions and personal relationships. Then she noticed that in spite of being different people, different background, different lifestyle, different gender, they all shared some common regrets. So she compiled all those experiences in a blog, Inspiration and Chai. and which gathered so much attention in 3 years that it was read by 8 million people. And later she decided to document all these experiences in this book. So that's how it started, and it is international bestseller, and now it is published in 32 languages. So that is all about Bronnie Ware.
It's
And
amazing.
while Yeah, and while reading about the author, like initial few chapters are about the author itself, how she switched to various jobs, and she had a very colorful life as well. She tried everything, good or bad, whatever she wanted. So, being an Indian mother, I am glad that my daughter left in between because I don't want her to be exposed with anything and everything. So, now, what this book is about. Uh, this book presents true stories that are shared by the patients uh, who are in their terminal illness and who are close to death. And this is written, and the book is very raw. It is the writing is emotional, and there's nothing technical or scientific in this book. This is very raw. And what I read about Bronnie, that when she released the first copy of this book, which was not very well edited also, still it got so much popular. So that's because of the honesty that with the honesty that she wrote that book. And the main purpose is to encourage the readers to live honestly, a simple life, and with fewer regrets. Now, why to read this book? So, I found these quotes quite relevant. It's good to learn from your mistakes. It's better to learn from other people's mistake. And learn from the mistake of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself. So when so many old people, dying people are sharing their mistake, what they did, so we can learn a lot from their wisdom, from their sharings, and we can shift our priorities accordingly before it's too late. We can focus on the important objectives. We can focus on the important relationships, so that all have fewer regrets when our final days are there. And it is a continuous reminder in this book that yes, right, Palak. It is a continuous reminder that we don't need anyone's permission to live according to our own will. We must choose it for ourselves. And whatever we get in life, it is because of the choices we make. Okay, other can influence you, but the final decision is ours. So we can change. So it is basically it motivates the reader to forgive their past and live courageously and more aligned to what actually make them happy. So, and then let's move on to the regrets, to the main content. So, while sharing these regrets, every chapter has a story, and it is very emotionally woven. And uh, how this book is written, like the author will not scare you with any terminal disease's name or something so that the reader get upset. It is written very like very nicely. And though you get into flow of like you sometimes you become attached to the patients as well, but still like it won't upset you much as you read. It is all about the learning, what you learn from their regrets. So the first regret Bronnie shares is, I wish I would had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. So many times what we do, based on society's expectations, we live our life. So this is the most common regret of all. When people realize that it's their life, they should have made some other decisions. They should have done something else. They should have fulfilled their dreams. Then it becomes too late. And in this book, Bronnie shares a story of an 80-year-old woman, Grace, who she was a free spirited woman. Uh, she raised lovely children and grandchildren, but her husband was a tyrant one. He was a dictator. And throughout life, she spent her life dreaming of living independently from her husband, and of traveling a lot, doing whatever she wanted, and not under his dictatorship. Mm, but like few months back only, uh, her husband got shifted into a nursing home, and then a family got a sigh of relief that okay, now he is not there, now they can live accordingly. But then uh, that relief was not long lasting. After few days, Grace herself, she was detected with some terminal illness, and that illness was because of smoking habit of her husband only. So now all those dreams, she was she waited all her life, and it is never going to happen. She don't have the courage. Her health did not allow her anything like that. What she dreamed of traveling a lot. So she was so much frustrated. She frequently asked questions like why I did not had that courage to live my own life like the way I wanted. Why I was living under his dictatorship. So she was so angry from herself that she insisted Bronnie that uh, that you have to promise me that you will always live life according to your will. So that deep desire was very painful. So like this, most of the people had this regrets as the most common one. Uh, at this point, I would like to ask if anyone want to share that if you have met some senior citizen or some uh, old people who are who share some their wisdom with you, and they share their regrets of not being able to do something they wished for.
So I would like to share, but actually it's a very sad thing that my aunt, so my mother's elder sister, she was like a mother to my mother. So she was like a grandmom to all of us. And when we like when she expired and we have to do the pindadan, and at that time we didn't realize, we didn't know what her wishes were, because she never shared her wishes with us. So then I realized ki okay, this is so important to convey your wishes, to live uh, according to your wish, like wishful living. And then I told my mother कि this is our lesson, कि हम अच्छे से जिए, अच्छी विशेस के साथ जिए, एंड हम अपनी विशेस आगे ट्रांसफर करें हमारे बच्चों को, एंड like so that they know what we want in the future, or how their legacy should be continued. So yeah, I can really relate to this book. Thank you, Shweta ma'am, for reviewing.
Yes, very rightly said, Palak. And we should share also to others, right? Very right. Anyone else? I would like to share here, my Nana ji's sister, my Bua Nani, she had done MA BEd during her time, my Nana ji's sister, and she was like so much interested in studies. I mean, that she got this exam cleared BEd, and then she was appointed as a teacher in government school, and then she got married, but like her husband was like, no, you don't have to do, you have to leave your job, have to leave your job. She left her job, and she lived her life as expected by others, as expected by her husband's family, and she was so much interested in teaching. मतलब वो उनके घर के पास में एक मंदिर था, वो वहां पे बुलाकर बच्चों को पढ़ाते थे, मतलब शी वाज सो मच, शी इज स्टिल देयर, एंड अभी भी उनको सिखाने में कुछ भी, शी इज सो मच इंटरेस्टेड इन टीचिंग, बट शी वाजंट अलाउड सो that is immediately I got to remember her when I was reading this part. All right.
Amazing. Anyone else would like to share? You can comment in chat box or you can react. Yes, Riti ma'am.
Hello, Shweta. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
When I see this, courage to live a life true to myself, not life others expected of me, it just reminded me of one uncle, an in-law. Okay, he's no more, but he was a person who loved literature. He wanted to take do his BA in literature, but life had other plans for him. His father was insistent that he go does business, so he had to go in for engineering and all that, and he became a businessman. And he used to write, he used to read a lot of books, and he used to write also very well. He used to, I mean, maybe letters to the editor and things like that, he would do that. And he was not happy with his life. He was not at all happy with doing this business, but when during those days, your parents tell you this is what you're supposed to be doing, this is what. So his father, what he did, one son was put into the army, the other son was made a businessman, and the other the daughter was given grooming in home science. So he had decided what each child should be, and they used to, during those days, they would follow their father's wishes. But towards the end, he said that I'm not at all happy because with what I have done, because even after retirement he would say that I wish I had been take I had taken literature, because I would have definitely become a writer. So that was one of his regrets. Yes. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reti ma'am, for sharing. Yes, and during those times, the child depended a lot on their parents. Whatever their parent will tell, they will follow that only.
Very true.
See, and actually, also you will notice that it's not just the what you want to do in life professionally. It also got to do with relationships, whom you want to, spend the rest of your life with, or whether you want to be single or married. Those some people have very strong things as to what they want in life, but then we are so conditioned by society that we need to follow what your parents tell you and things like that. So in the end, what happens, everybody on the outside, it looks all happy and everything is fine, but internally that sadness is still there, that regret is there. I wish I had done this, I wish that was that, those things are always remaining there in one's mind. Yeah.
Yes, very true, ma'am. All right, let's move to the next one. So, the next regret is I wish I hadn't worked so hard. So, career often takes a lot of time, like for all the young people, they prioritize their career more, uh, and at the cost of, hi Priyanka, at the cost of their family, their simple pleasures. So, we spend too much time in planning about the future. We work so hard today so that we can have a secure future tomorrow. And we think that we have lot of time. We have all the time and we will be enjoying after 10 years or 20 years. But we often forget that we have whatever we actually have is today. So that is also one of the regrets, that and we can learn a lot from this thing, that work is important. Obviously work is important, career is important, but we have to manage things. We can't make work our whole life. Maybe we are not there for to enjoy these pleasures right later on, for which we plan today. So if we are planning for a holiday, okay, I will complete this deal and then we will go for something. Then we should manage time accordingly. We should manage time for family and our passion, and to do simple things that make us happy right now. And like in the first chapter, which shared the first regret, uh, the story is there. For the same way, in the second chapter also, a story is woven with some patient, and it explains a lot about this thing. So the second regret is I wish I hadn't worked so hard. And I think we all can relate with this. Yes, Reti ma'am.
Yeah, in
Right.
work also. Like we focus on work so much that we tend to neglect our family, and then we realize that this is the main thing that we are wanting to spend time.
Yes,
या हम रोटी के पीछे भाग रहे हैं बट हम घर वालों के साथ रोटी नहीं खा रहे हैं. So where dilemma of that, yeah.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. And it it reminded me of that story. एक गिलहरी की स्टोरी है ना. उसको बोलता है कोई, मैं तुमको अखरोट की बोरी दूंगा, वॉलनट, और तुम बहुत मेहनत करो, मैं तुम्हें एक बोरी दूंगा. शी यूज टू कलेक्ट दोज वॉलनट्स that she will enjoy it later. And then when after after few months or few years, uh, she did not had the teeth to enjoy those walnut. तो वो वॉलनट्स का क्या करेगी जब उसके. यस, राइट रेती मैम.
So
So
true.
we have to create a balance for time for family, rest. The next one, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. So, um, we can notice easily that children express themselves so easily. Children, whenever they are happy, they will say. Whenever they like something, they will express. Whenever they don't like something, that also they share. And they share, they release, and they forget. And they do not carry those things. And they are happy again. But as we grow up, we learn suppressing our emotions. We do not share our feelings. So because of what others will think, uh, what others will think, whether we will be accepted or not, and whether we will be humiliated or not. So we all know that whenever we grow up, we suppress our feelings. And especially, and one more thing I would like to add here, uh, for the other gender, males are scared to show their feelings. They do not show their loving warmth to their children, to their family, generally. Uh, so they have this regret as the most common one. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. So yes, unspoken emotion created lifelong guilt. You can observe this in your family as well. जितने हम मम्मी एक्सप्रेसिव होती हैं, फादर उतने एक्सप्रेसिव नहीं होते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स, नॉट ऑलवेज, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम they do not express their love, their warmth so easily. So this was also one of the regret. Anyone would like to share anything?
Like listening to you, these are actually very common regrets. Still, people do those mistakes.
Yes, yes, very truly said, Pralat. We know everything. There is nothing new here. Yeah, and still
This
they,
is so syncing
yes.
with my present state of mind. This book and these regrets, na, it's really syncing, and I'm very happy that you have taken this book.
Thank you, Pramila ji. Yes,
We can
it is so
uh,
much.
we can take a water break, Shweta ji. Everyone, we can take a break, take a selfie.
All right.
You can rest a bit. Everyone, I would request you all to speak, to turn on your cameras. Let's take a selfie.
Yeah.
Beautiful session, Shweta ma'am. बहुत ही बढ़िया लग रहा है. And you're looking amazing.
Thank you.
I would request you to stop sharing for some time.
All
We'll
right. All
take a
right. Just a
selfie.
second.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, ready everyone? Please turn on your camera. So good to see you all. Hi Ruchi ji, Priyanka di, sabhi. Gorgeous. Jyoti ji, Neena ji. I would request you all to turn on the camera. Tikantika is also here. Hello Neena ji. Good evening. Hello Jyoti ji. All right. Smile everyone. Ready? Smile. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. So over to you, Shweta ma'am.
Yeah. Just let me share.
You all can share your thoughts. Meanwhile, Shweta ma'am is sharing. Santi ji is telling some regrets are unspeakable, I think. Yes, we can see your screen. Over to you.
Yeah.
Yes, Riti ma'am.
Here it says children express themselves so easily as they grow up and learn to hide their emotions and feelings, which is very true. But if we have observed the children, have we noticed that at a certain age, like when they're in grade 4 or 5, I mean, this is what I have noticed. They've been conditioned not to express their feelings, because the first thing that the parents tell is no. How can you? Don't think like that. You know that. And the moment you create that kind of an obstruction, a barrier, then the child feels that, okay, it's better I don't, because I have to please my parents. You know, they are my world, whatever they say is right. And any questioning this why is not kind of encouraged. Why shouldn't I do this? Why shouldn't I? So I think as young parents, what should be done is that allow the child to speak out and hear their point of view, to respect their thoughts. So this gives that feeling of the parent, of the child feeling more open towards the parent, and the trust is also being built. And as a result, they will not be afraid to share their feelings, because many times we think that whatever the adult thinks is always right, and the children, they're immature, what they're thinking is nonsense. It's not so, because they are speaking from the point of view of innocence, not anything judgmental. This is what their feeling is. So we should always encourage that, so that they don't, and understand their point of view. So maybe at some point of time when they become adults, they might not have regrets, that I wish
Yes.
I had done this, I wish I had done that. So we can maybe help, uh, you know reduce that feeling of regret in them, if we encourage them earlier in life, so that they don't feel that humiliation and that thing that nobody is going to listen to me, those kind of things, I feel. And Shweta, you mentioned that the men are less expressive.
Expressive.
But
Yeah.
in today's world, I have noticed that the fathers of today are more expressive towards their children compared to the fathers of my time. Like, they
Yes,
used to
yes.
be really scared of my dad, and if he says,
Right.
he doesn't even have to say no. He just needs to look, and then that's it. we freeze. But
Yeah.
nowadays, the parents are more open. Fathers are very open and more, more responsive to children's feelings and everything. So things are changing, I feel.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Don't you think so?
definitely.
Yeah.
And that was also earlier also, I think it was because it was mainly society's conditioning. Like
Yes.
as a father, you have to be strict
Mm.
and hard
Mm.
and
Mm.
that way.
Mm.
Yeah, but nowadays, yes,
Mm.
correct.
Earlier, they used to
Things
think,
are
what will
changing.
society say? What will people say? So we need
Yeah.
to break down those shackles, of our thought. Yes.
Yes. Right.
Wonderful sharing.
Yes. Now the next one. The next one is I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. So when we are after schooling, after we have completed our college, everyone has their own lives. Everyone got get busy in their own lives. Everyone has different priorities, and somehow we are disconnected with our old friends, which like whom we shared everything with. And sometimes, yes, right, Priyanka. Uh, and then our priorities sometimes take over our friendship. Like we are more focused towards our work, our family, and when we grow older, then our children go away. Uh, then we miss our those friends whom we shared so many things, and we spend so many years with them actually, uh, in our college or sometimes at work also. But then we realized that we prioritized different things, uh, uh, and we miss our friendship later in later age. And we have also seen the importance of community in blue zones, right? In Ikigai also we have seen the importance of community, Moai. So how much our friend circle, our group of friends are very important. We should not sometimes I have also noticed that at some point of time now, when in s- at the time of college or school, everyone is at same level, right? Everyone is at same level. After few years, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, सबके प्रायोरिटीज अलग हो जाते हैं. Some people, they they don't get time to connect with their friends, and some people, they don't want to be connected with their friends. ऐसा भी होता है कि उन्हें लगता है कि यही सब कुछ है, एंड दे डू नॉट प्रायोरिटाइज their old friendship, and but later on they realize what they have lost. So this is also one of the regret. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Again, beautiful stories are woven around this regret and are shared. And when you will read that book, then you can experience that. Now, the last one that is shared in this book. I wish I had let myself be happier. Sometimes people think that they actually don't deserve to be happy. If they have broken relationship, if they lost their job, if they have some illness, then uh, how can they be happy? The society imposes lot of things on them, and what I would like to mention here, that for women especially, there are a lot of restriction. Like nowadays things are changing definitely, but still we need a lot about people's opinion, their validation. So we should do whatever makes us happy and not thinking about others. And so this was also the regret that was shared by most of the terminal illness patients, that they wish that they had let themselves be more happier. They also deserved happiness, and they feel guilty for not for not doing whatever they wished for.
So true.
Yeah.
In life we are very much harsh on ourselves. We are our greatest critic, and when we don't do anything we think that we don't deserve to be happy. Like there have been instances with me as well, that if I'll not achieve this, what right I
Yes.
have to be happy, like that. And then eventually when you see things like this death, then you realize that it's much more than just cracking something or achieving something. Life is much bigger than that.
Yes, right, Palak. Like, and we start conditioning our children also like that. मतलब एग्जाम है, आप ये कर रहे हो, मतलब छोटी छोटी सी चीजें. It always start from small things. That मतलब इस एग्जाम में अच्छे नंबर नहीं आया, so how can you be happy? That way. ये नहीं किया, पहले ये कर लो, then you do whatever you wish. That way children are conditioned. And then वो ये कर लो, that is never ending, so yes, people have to people should think that okay, we always deserve happiness, right? So, and without seeking validation from others. Yes,
Hope Shweta
Manoj.
ma'am you didn't do this with your daughter JEE के लिए.
She's an awesome mom. I have met her and her daughters. Both are amazing.
Thank you, Palak. All right. So, yes.
My daughter has come to listen this. कि मम्मा मम्मा क्या सुन रही है?
It's
Yes,
good.
actually, uh, that way we like most of the parents, not all, they condition their children, and then we also think like as we grow up, we also think that when when this will happen, then I will be happy. Yes, Sher Singh sir, correct. Happiness is always there, right? So these were the five regrets that are shared in this book. And Bronnie shares here that no one mentioned that I wished I had created one more property. I wished I had cracked one more deal. I wished I became MD of this company. I wished uh, I did something, some other materialistic thing. So no one has, not any single patient has these regrets. So that itself tells that how important these things are, these material things are, जिनको हम अभी when we read this book, when we read such things, then these things hit hard that okay, yes, we have to live in now, and so that we don't have such regrets. But in daily chaos, in daily hustle bustle, we are busy with some or the other material things only. In fact, working hard is also, yes, ma'am. Relationships are the most important things. Correct. So these are the common regrets that are shared by Bronnie. And in this book, many quotes are shared. And I liked these quotes very much. Compassion starts with yourself. And the simple life is a happy life. Keep it simple. We make it very complicated, actually. And pride is such a waste of time. Guilt is toxic, and expressing our feelings is a necessity for a happy life. Allow yourself time with your friends. Every day in itself is a gift and a blessing. So we should thank every day. Gratitude. Happiness is now, and be true to yourself. And with this presentation is over. And I would like to add here one more thing that while reading this book, I remembered of I heard somewhere about Mukti Dham. शायद आप लोगों ने सुना हो. It is in Varanasi.
Yes.
It is a yes,
Yes, I have heard that Mukti Dham. Madhvi.
yeah, yes, Madhvi. Uh, so would you like to share, Madhvi?
No, in the last,
Okay.
at the last time of their life, they used to go there and they
Yeah.
seek for nirvana physically, and
Yes.
they
Yes.
used to get all the what they had did in their life, and while reaching there, they got to know that they कहाँ भाग रहे थे वो, they all worthless, that was all worthless, and this is the only thing लास्ट में जो उनको मिलता है वो वहां जाके मिलता है. इट्स इन बनारस.
Yes, it's in Banaras,
या
right? And the person who used to care about, I think a movie is also there, a documentary,
या
and
डॉक्यूमेंट्री.
yeah, and a person who spent so much time with all these uh, patients, he shared that most of the people have one common thing: unresolved relationship. उनका गिल्ट ये था, unresolved relationship. कभी किसी से कुछ कह दिया, कभी किसी से कुछ कर दिया, और जब उनको पूछा जाता था कि आप अपने लास्ट टाइम में क्या रिजॉल्व करना चाहते हो, तो उन्होंने यही शेयर किया था कि मतलब वो उनसे बात करना चाहते थे, उनसे रिजॉल्व करना चाहते थे उस टाइम पर, ड्यूरिंग देयर लास्ट डेज. So they shared about unresolved relationships. So that's all from my side. Anything anyone would like to share, it would be great.
Beautiful presentation, first of all, and very relatable book. I think all of us would make it into our TBR for 2026 because it's very interesting. And even though the things are common, it's good to learn more, and I think we'll get a lot of knowledge while reading. So thank you so much, Shweta ma'am. बहुत ही अच्छा book review था. We loved it. Lovely presentation, really. I would request everyone to
Thank
share
you.
their views.
Thank you.
Lovely presentation,
Shweta ma'am.
Shweta, and lovely reminders. These are the reminders we should keep coming every now and then because these are important reminders क्योंकि ये track से हटना बहुत easy होता है. The temptations of the life are such that we generally fall off these tracks and we start taking a lot of things for granted. And
Very true.
so, thank you for these reminders and a lovely, very crisp and a very focused presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruchi ji.
Yes, Sanjay ji.
Thank you, Shweta ji. As Ruchi ji said, thank you for all these reminders and all. These are means we hear such kind of things, but when we are coming in such kind of book or review and in combo, I think it makes sense. It was reminding me जैसे वो भगवत गीता में 3rd चैप्टर में एक श्लोक है, स्वधर्मे निधनम श्रेय पर धर्मो भयावह है. मतलब हम जो आपने एक रिग्रेट बोला ना कि दूसरों के हिसाब से लाइफ जीने वाली बात, हम अपने हिसाब से नहीं जीते. So that's so true. And one more thing one regret was I wish I had let myself be happier. So
Yeah.
yesterday I was reading one book, The Buddha's Teaching. So उसमें जैसा वो बोलते हैं कि एक एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ था कि गार्डन में सपोज कई सारे पेड़ हैं, उसमें से एक पेड़ यदि मान लो sick है, not doing well, many times we concentrate ourselves only on that part and we forget other things. Good things also. There are many good things in life which we forget, and many times we focus on certain thing which is not good or not, we are not happy about. So it's so true. Thank you so much for these
Yeah.
regrets sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay ji. Thank you, Sanjay ji, for sharing. Yes, Reti ma'am.
Shweta, it's such a wonderful review that you did. That though we say we know that we have to do all this, to reduce our regrets, but I feel it's just like when you wake up in the morning, you have to wake up in the morning. You put an alarm, you put a reminder for doing various things. I feel that this particular book, it's not to be read just one day because it's not something that you read and you keep it there in your bookshelf. It's something that you need to imbibe in yourself. So it's something that every day I think we should just have a look at that book so that it reminds us that connect with
Yeah,
people. The main thing here is connect with
correct.
people and live life, at least live that day to its fullest. Try to make at least some part of your life happy for that particular day, so you feel that satisfaction and that at least you don't regret, that you don't look past yesterday and say, oh, yesterday I wish I had done this. It would be nice to say that, oh, I'm feeling so happy that today my day went off really well. You want to put
Yes,
that check tick here, the check box. say that the day went
Yeah.
off really well. So for me, I think today I feel the day went off well because I have listened to you. So I don't have any regrets, over here because I attended your session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Riti ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, I think that's all. Okay, with that, we come to the end of our session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.